Hi, we are doing problem 3, rotate string to places. There is a lot more. There's two solutions, and I'll probably bring up both. But um, there's the more tricky solution, and then there's the more manual solution that's a little more complicated and is actually worse performing. But um, yeah, let's get started. Sorry. I'm a little all over the place right now. Okay. Given number 3 asks, given two strings, the task is to find if a string A can be obtained by rotating another string B by two places. So we have two strings A and B. So the input would be, let's as an example, what this thing is essentially asking for is if we rotate something by two places, would that would that match the string B? And so if A, this is an example given, string A is Amazon, and we want to rotate two places, then the output of string B should be A Z O N A M. Oh, I wrote it ugly. Haha. Let me just give me a second. I want to erase this. It's quite ugly. Yeah, so if you could see, there's another similar problem to this where it's like they don't tell you how many places, but here we know it's by two places, which is important. But yeah, the other algorithm is like if it's like by a unknown whatever space and you just have this by D places. Yeah, I think is what's called. So, but here we know it's two. So this is the string, and we're gonna rotate the string by two places to the right. Then we move this to the end. So this will be first, and this will be second because we're moving that to the end. And let's see, which will return A-Z-O-N first and A and M second. Because first we took this baby and rotated it this way, and then we took this baby and rotated it this way after the A. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I have another example in case this doesn't. So another string example could be actually yeah, let's just keep the string A as Amazon. And if we were to rotate clockwise, so we rotate to the left, then it would be these two going to the front, which would be O N A M A Z, because these two are moving to the front after being rotated clockwise. So I'm gonna not use the word clockwise or anti-clockwise. I'm gonna use left and right. So this one is being rotated two places to the right. Clockwise things always confuse me because I don't think of the analog clock. I think of modern clocks, you know? Yes, and the other one, the second example I gave is two places to the right, to the left. Yes, and yeah, and we want to see if a string can be obtained by rotating two spaces and be found in another string, which you can. Yes. So, give me a second. So there's two solutions. One is slightly better, and it can be done um, in constant space. Yeah. So I think I want to explain the easier, more tricky solution first. So I'm gonna write it. Oh my goodness. Give me a second. I need to reorganize my workspace because that was not easy to draw. Okay. Let's see. This is record. Oh, that was not the wrong window. That was the wrong window. Okay. Let's go with the easy solution, the tricky one. So we can't do this with any other problem. Like if we had to rotate an array or a linked list or anything, and we know the two places, so this is a fairly simple problem. The solution, the tricky solution, and it kind of blew my mind, was like, okay, you just take the original string, and double it, and you will get essentially at one point or another the um, the combination that you are seeking. Do you know what I mean? Like, so and that makes the code, I mean, it was like literally like it's like one line of code, and it could be done um um and well, I'm struggling because I am assuming, because the code is so short, I'm using find in Python, which is like contains in Java, but I am not sure what contain, because I don't know Java too well, but contain method in Java is possibly n square, but I was told that um, it would be linear in Python, O and N, of N. So yeah, but let me just write it out actually. I don't even know how to. It's when the languages happen, it depends on how they actually implement it and stuff. Between languages, it gets me so confused. As I only really know Python and JavaScript a little bit, and Java, I'm like, I don't know. So, what was I doing? Sorry. Um, oh, darn it. Give me a second. So, yeah, oh, right. I was writing an example. So I was about to start coding. No. Okay, so let's take Amazon string A, and then we're going to add string A, and now we're going to go Amazon again, like no space, nothing, just literally combine these two. And then in this way, we could find, I bet you we could find this if it's in the string, because this literally accesses every rotation available. So here, because it doesn't matter, so this is doesn't matter where we start, where we end, because it's all here. So let's see, A, Z, so this string, this B string that's been rotated could be found right here. Does that just blow your mind? I was like, oh. So essentially, we just have to check if, first we have to check if A and B are the same length. So A dot length, or the length of whatever is equal to length of B. So, and then we just check if, and we have to make sure that A plus A can be found, so we're going to use the find function, can be found in B. Do you know what I mean? And that's literally all we have to do for the first one. And I believe this is, I don't know how find actually works. I think this is in Python, but I think this is linear time, and worse is quadratic time. But it's just so easy to code, and that's really the tricky solution. That you kind of just would go, oh my god, duh. Yes, and I believe this probably works for, yeah, other strings, and even if it's like maybe like 5 places, etc., because every combination is technically here. So yeah, let me just start deleting the random stuff I put in that I just circled like a maniac. So I need to clean this up. Like, how do I get rid of the circles? Oh no, I don't think. Okay, there you go. Okay, I just ended up deleting everything, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I ended up deleting everything. Um, so let's just write the code. We're gonna define solution rotate string, and then we're gonna have the input of A and B naturally as our parameters, and then we are going to yeah, just check if the reach. So it's literally just one line. So we're gonna return um, the length of A. Um, oh, I think I hear my baby. Give me a second. Yeah, I hear her. Let's all be quiet and not make a peep. Length of A has to be length range. Oh, I forgot range. Okay, whatever. Length of B. Oh my god, I can hear her screaming. I wanna make. Can you guys hear that? Hopefully not. Oh, sorry. As a mother, my writing just dies when I hear my baby in distress. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know why she's screaming. I think she woke up and she's just like in the middle of her nap and she just starts screaming. It makes me so nervous. But I think that means she's overtired and she's just just sorry. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. And the A plus A can be found in B. And that's the solution in Python. I don't know why I'm whispering. She can't hear me. I'm just nervous because she's screaming and I want to be able to check if she's okay. Because she has a tendency to, if she cries a lot, she'll vomit. And then I had to clean up vomit. And oh my gosh, she's not even calming down. Give me a second. I gotta check on her. Okay, I'm back. She calmed down eventually. Okay. What was I doing? Okay, I think I just finished with the first method, which is the tricky method. Method 1. And then I'm going to go with the method that and I'm gonna write on this side, and another one, method 2. Does that even look like the word 2? No, it doesn't. I mean the number 2. Method 2, which is what I think normally how you would solve it. I think that was like the first. I when I read this problem, I was like, oh, it's so hard because it sounded so simple, so therefore it must be so hard, right? And I went with like a solution that was so unnecessarily difficult and tricky, and long. And I looked up I finally looked at the answer and I was like, that's it? That's it? It's one line? Oh, that's so smart. So yeah, this one's kind of like the middle ground. The middle child is what I think most normal people would have done, just rotating it and then storing it and then just comparing. That would be the brute force way, I think, versus the just knowing this trick way of adding the two strings together. So I'm gonna go through that as well because I worked hard on trying to understand both. Okay, so I'm gonna do both. So we're gonna define um, rotate string just like before. I think this one made a function of differs. Um, because there's so many things to do. Because we have to. Well, I don't know actually. So we have to. Continue. well, I don't know. Maybe it's a little better. It really depends on how how find is implemented, and I don't have time to look that up right now. But yeah, let's do A and B as parameters like before, and then we're going to obviously check. The first thing we should do is check if the length of A is equal or not equal to the length of B, and then we could return false, and then we could just if you know it's not and return false, then we know it can't be the right, because the right one would have the same number. And then we could check if because it's rotated, we need to check if the first string is even the length of the first. What? It was wrong with my pen. The length of the first string is even bigger than 2, because if it's like not bigger than 2, then what is there to switch? You know what I mean? So then we're just gonna return literally if it's like one thing that it can't be rotated, then A is just, it could just be B. So we're gonna return that. And if that gets returned, then yeah, that's when we have our answer. And we are going to go with the left. We're going to now declare a variable for row left. Wait, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Left rotate, and then right rotate. I think I should get a new pen. And then we're going to initialize them to empty strings because they are empty. We're going to put the 2 places of the whatever is in them. So we're going to take the right rotate, right, or maybe I should just right rotate. And we're literally going to just add we're just literally going to splice the string. Oh, sorry, I forgot lengths equals lengths of, oops, length of B. Lengths of B. Oh, I just realized I forgot to talk too much. Okay. S lengths. I'm just okay, so we're going to take the string string of B, and then we're going to, from the length of it, we are going to subtract it by 2 spaces, just manually, and then we're going to add it to the beginning. So B I know it's so confusing. The code is so confusing, but essentially what we're doing is we're taking the two, and pushing them 2 spaces to the right, and then we're going to do the same thing with left rotate. So, left rotate. I would go back and correct my writing, but my pen isn't doing anything better. So I don't actually think I could correct my bad writing. All I could do, I can't do anything here. I could go slower. I should try to go slower. Oops. Mm, 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 plus B. And then I'm going to splice out 2. And then add it to the rest of the strings, starting from the beginning. Yeah, the code on this is so confusing. It's 0, so these are indexes. We're splicing them. And then now we're going to, so this is the manual way of doing it. Obviously, this is not going to work if you have anything but 2 places decided. Let's say if you have, or the brute force way of doing it. So, oh my god, what is wrong with this pen? I didn't do anything. Why is it every single time it gets to this corner of the freaking page, it completely malfunctions? Oh my god, it's crazy. Return. So we're going to return, check if any item is equal to string, string A. So yes, now these become the B strings that we're looking for. So A may equal to right rotate. Or seriously, what is wrong with this pen? It didn't do anything. Or it's not even, okay, there you go. It's not even responding before. A is equal to left row. Rotate. And yeah, return. And yes, that is the solution for both. Obviously, I like this one much better because this one, if it's anything but 2 places, it would still be able to find it. And this one it hard codes in 2. So yeah, that's this difference. I think this one is linear time in space, and yes, okay. That's it. That's problem 3. Cool. I know it's a lot of code and I went through both solutions, but oops. Give me a second. Oh, I forgot to mention, so Python also, besides find, that's why I was confused by the the time complexity, because sometimes find, it could also just be, in Python, it could be, hey, is A plus A, oh my god, in B, because in is a keyword, so I don't know if find and in are using the same implementation underneath. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. Thank you. Bye.